Hello everyone, welcome to Noble Creative Tutorials, and today I will show you how to create digital logo reveal in Adobe After Effects without using any third-party plugins. So create your composition and let's get started. So as you see here in my comp, I have a logo placeholder right here. So just log inside to use in this tutorial. And now I want to add these fractal maps. So basically you can create these using fractal noise in After Effects. I'm going to use these ones already pre-rendered. So let's just drag these two inside this comp here and hit S to reveal, scale, and scale down these, and T for opacity, 30, and I'm going to hit these preserve transparency here. So now basically I'm just going to see this on the logo, as you can see. To make it obvious, let's add a fill to the logo here and make this one white. So now we can see the fractals on top. So we can do this to this one as well. Maybe 60 and S, scale down this. Something around there, and I can just duplicate these. Remember to toggle these preserve transparency here. This one may be 30, and I can just move these to create some nice variations here. So now let's add adjustment layer and just apply curve here, just so I can adjust these. So here I can go for this one, add, and this one overlay. So we have something like that. So let's see how we can change these. Something like that for now. So let's pre-compose this, and this is going to be a logo map. And let's pre-compose this one more time and just rename it logo. So now we have the logo right here. So now we need to create animation reveal to these logos. So I'm going to use CC image wipe right here. So basically if we animate the completion here, you can see what's going on here. And we already have gradient layer assigned, which is the same comp here. And it's using the black and white to reveal these. So let's animate these from 100 and around 1 second. We want that to be 0. So we're just going to copy these keyframes and paste them right there and just reverse the animation here. So we're going to have something like that. Very straightforward, as you can see. So now I want to have outlines to this. So I'm going to apply Vegas effects and want to set blending mode to transparent and choose a nice color here. Maybe something like this. And so I'm going to basically set segments to 1, so only have 1 right there. And we need to animate here these rotation to give a nice animation here. So from 0 to 180. And so now we have in the outlines animating as well, which is pretty cool. And we need to animate width as well. So from 2 to 0.5, just to get a little bit thinner as it's animation out, as you can see here. Okay, that's look pretty cool. So now I'm going to add CC radial fast blur here. And let's go from 90 and just keyframe that around 1 second. We want these to be 0. So we're going to have something like this. So let's add a glow to this so we can see even better here. Okay, so as you see, these look pretty cool. So let's rename these outlines and just duplicate this one. So the second one, we want to reveal the outlines. So let's solo these. And so what I'm going to do here is add in here a linear wipe effect. So it's going to reveal these for us. So going to animate these from 0 to or 50 to 0 and just duplicate that. And the second one need to be minus 90. So we're going to have a nice reveal in here. Let's delete the CC radial for this one here. So you can see here we have the reveal in here. And let's put these to the top. And we want to change color here, make it a little bit brighter for this one here. So right now we're going to have these, if we just put these together, you can see how it's going to look right there, but we want to add block dissolve to these as well. And let's put these to the top here. And width and height, we want that to be 10. And basically, if we animate these, you can see what's going on. So let's just solo the second one here. So we want that from 100 to be actually animating there. So let's add a keyframe there to 0. So we're going to have something like this. And basically you can see how the looks changed when we add block dissolve. So maybe there's too much going on here. So on Vegas effects, we can go here to threshold and just change these a little bit. So we have something like that. Okay, so together right here, they are going to look something like this. Let's stagger these just a few frames there, and let's preview these together. So maybe for this one here, we can add more time to radial fast blur, and let's just drag these keyframe a little bit here. And for this one, let's duplicate the glow there. So we're going to have something like that. Okay, so I see this look pretty cool. So now let's just duplicate this one here. And so what I'm going to do here is basically get rid of these Vegas effects and linear wipe here. And so basically we want to create a pixel look to this. So let's just solve this one here. And instead of 10 here, I'm going for 3 by 3. And we're not going to animate transition, just give that to 99 so we can see we have some nice pixel look right there, which is pretty cool as you can see here. So what I'm going to do now with all of these, just going to stagger these a little bit here, maybe frame or two. So we're going to have all together animation here. So now let's just duplicate these logo pixel, and this is going to be a logo core. So we're now going to remove these effects here. So let's remove glow and block dissolve, and let's solo these here. And so now I'm going to apply CC class effects. So let's go here for softness 15 and height maybe 60 and displacement 50. And so let's duplicate that. Just go for half of these and minus 50 here. And I'm going to add CC plotwise effects here. And let's go for alpha so we can cut out these logo here. So maybe here 50. And so we got something like that. So we're going to have something like this. And we want to stagger these as well. And with everything else here, we want to animate here the opacity for this as well. So maybe from 0 to 100 around half of seconds there. And at the end, we want that to animate out as well. So let's preview and see how this looks like. So as you see, this looks pretty cool. And now I'm going to add a nice reflection to these logo cores. So right here, I have these reflection map right here. So basically here, I have these HDR map, and then on adjustment layer here, just adding a motion tile. So we can just animate keyframe here for tile center, as you can see here, and curves to adjust the brightness here, and just fast box blur to blur these, as you can see here. So I'm going to add these to the comp here, and let's just put it right there, and then apply Set Matte. So right here, I'm going to assign logo core and basically effects and masks. We want to assign that as well. So if we solo these by itself, you can see what's going on right there. We got some nice reflections, and with these on top, you can see we got some recoil reflections there. So what I'm going to do here is animate opacity as well right here. So just randomly going to get these animation here. I want that to animate out as well. So let's just reveal everything here. So you can see how the animation looks right there. Very cool and very straightforward. We can now just use blending modes on the core, maybe put that to screen, and a reflection to add. Okay, so as you see, this looks pretty cool. So now let's add original logo at the end. So we're just going to add placeholder right here, and we want to animate here the opacity from 0 to 100, so we can have actual logo right there. So let's preview this. Let's add one more second to this preview. So that's look pretty cool now. And so we can now just add a new null object here and rename this scale, hit S, and we want to animate scale here from 100 to 80 and ease these keyframes. Give these a nice ease in here and just parent these to these scale, and we got something like this. So now I'm going to add another adjustment layer, and this is going to be optics, and I'm going to apply optics compensation here, reverse lens, and going to animate these field of view, so 150 to 0 right there. So we're going to have something like this. And basically you can see here the reveal of the core is basically just show up the whole shape, and basically we don't want that. So instead of going the CC image on top, let's add these or put it at the end. So now actually it's revealing these logo as it should be using the gradient layer right there, which is really nice. So now let's take a look again and see how it looks like. So you can see how the core just built up right there as well, which is pretty cool. So now let's add another adjustment layer here, and it's going to be vertical glow, and we want that below core there, and adding glow, we want to make that vertical and going for 100, maybe 250. So you can see some right there, maybe 2 on the intensity, and just put these 2, add, and maybe just 50 on opacity. Duplicate these, and this is going to be directional blur. So we're going to add directional blur and just remove the glow right here. So we can just have more on that. So maybe lower these a little bit there. Okay, so let's pre-compose all these and rename these logo animation, and just open these and reveal these right here, and duplicate this one, and we're going to rename these logo pixel, and let's open these. So basically now we want to create some pixelated look for these second duplicate here. So right here I'm going to just add to the comp these texture here. So let's solve these right now, and we're going to add curves to these, and we want to just push the highlights real high and crunch these, as you can see, so we can get some looks like this. And so what I'm going to do here now is basically add a new adjustment layer, and this is going to be pixel, and we're going to add CC ball actions. So you can see now if we just lower the spacing here to 2 and size to 50, we'll get something like this. So basically let's just install these so we can see these with the whole thing right here and what's going on. So when we add pixel, you can see we are pixelating the look right here, which is pretty cool. We can add minimax here to change the look here, maximum then minimum, offhand color, go for 1, maybe 2 here. And if we play here with bull size, we can get different looks, which is pretty cool, as you can see here. Very nice to get different looks depending on what you would like to go for. So I'm just going to keep these now for 50 and just 1 right here, something like that. And basically we want these background to have some animation and to be very cool as well. So let's solve these, and basically I'm going to add displacement map here, and I want to animate the displacement here. So let's animate these just randomly here from minus to positive values here. So it's just going to look like these pixels are moving once we get with it, the pixels here. So you can see how they are moving now right there. So basically we need to preview these at a higher resolution so we can see what's going on there. So they are moving right there, and basically we can add brightness there. And let's just put these on top here. And if we got more brightness, you can see more of these. You can add fast box blur here to adjust the look or how many looking of these pixels we have there. Let's crunch these more right there so you can see what's going on here. How with pixel or with blur actually we're getting different looks right there. So now this animating there, which is pretty cool. And if we want just fewer, we can just play with these brightness and fast box blur. So let's see how everything looks right here. So all together, we got a nice background using texture. We can basically duplicate the second one here and just move these right there. So you can see we got really a lot of these going on in the background. Maybe the second one, we can just lower these brightness, maybe 50. So we got something like that, as you can see. So now we're going to just blend these together with the logo animation and a logo pixel to get very nice looking together. So let's reveal this comp right here and then just add it to these comp below logo animation, and let's just add new adjustment layer, and it's going to be Chroma to create Chroma aberration using 3D classes effects. Just assign Chroma to left and right and balance red and blue. So we want to animate scene in vertical alignment, so around 2 seconds right there. We want these to be 5, 4, and at the end we want to zero out these and also animate here the opacity, so from 100 to 0. So we got some nice chromatic aberration here, but first we need to get blending mode to lighten, so you can see here without that, so you can see the look. And we need to add transform to fix the edge, so just add transform and scale these a little bit right there. So now we need to add another one here, and this is going to be a look, and we're going to use Lumetri color here, creative, and choose a nice look. So I'm going for blue eyes and sharpen these and add noise effects, maybe going for 5. So we got some nice look, and we want to add here audio as well. So we want to add the sound effects, so let's hear these. And you can hear that we got a sound glitch effects on these audio. So we can just add these glitch to these logo here. So let's just duplicate the reveal here and rename these glitch and apply this placement map. And let's just add this one right here. Maybe scale this down a little bit there. And just going to use it on this placement here. So let's put that to the top. We don't need block dissolve. Let's solo these here and assign the fractal map here and just zero out these first. We want that to be just where the glitch happens, so around 1 second there. And then just randomly start animating this right here. And let's preview and see how this looks like. So as you see, this looks pretty cool, and now I'm going to show you some tips right here. So let's take a look at this one here. So basically for this one right here, you can just create different animation here. So let's open logo animation and go for this logo here. So basically right here you can apply card dance effects, so we can create some really nice animation here, as you can see, using this fractal map, assign it to create a layer and use Z position to animate these, as you can see here. So here we have two duplicates to create this animation that you can use, and so it's just applied right into the main comp right here, which is pretty cool to create some really nice animations. So that's it guys, hope this tutorial was very useful for you as always, and if you have any questions just comment and I will do my best to be responsive, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials coming soon, and thank you for watching.